Hello and welcome to this video that will help you prepare for the 2014 South Carolina Teacher Expo. The Expo is coming up Friday, May 30th, 2014 in Columbia, South Carolina, the Moore Building at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. The address is 1200 Rosewood Drive, Columbia, South Carolina. In this video, we're going to talk about the purpose of Expo, the schedule of events, and other information that will help you as you prepare to attend the Expo this year. If you've not already done so, there's a link to the participant information packet in the email that we sent. We strongly encourage you to go ahead and open that up, look at it, and then save it to your smartphone or tablet, or print it out and make sure you have it with you when you come to the Expo as a reference guide for the Expo. Now, the purpose of the Expo, Sarah started this to help public school districts in South Carolina fill vacancies. Now, over the past couple of years, and including this year, the Expo is focused solely on critical subject areas. These are areas that districts sometimes are challenged in finding qualified candidates to fill vacancies in those areas. Now, each district has different needs, and within the participant packet that we sent you towards the end, there is a list of anticipated vacancies for each district attending the Expo. This will help you zone in and zero in on the districts that have vacancies in the areas that you're qualified for, that you're certified in. Sometimes districts will have immediate openings for your area of certification. Sometimes they may not, but if they don't be discouraged by that. Understand that districts not only come to fill vacancies, but they also attend Expo to identify good prospects for future vacancies. So this is a great opportunity not just for you to find a job immediately, but perhaps to make connections with districts for vacancies that they have down the road. Now, the schedule for the day, you want to show up to the Moore Building at approximately 9:30. When you come in, it is essential that you understand that you not bring anybody with you. Only people who have registered for the Expo will be allowed inside the Moore Building. So you will need to make arrangements for your children and for anybody else in your family. You certainly can. They can drop you off. Someone like a spouse can drop you off and pick you up, but they will not be able to enter the building. So please make proper arrangements. When you come in, there will be a few lines, and those lines will be divided by the first name of the first letter of your last name, and you will need to get into the appropriate line. Make sure you have an ID, like a license, with you, and that will help us get you checked in quickly. So check-in will be from 9:30 in the morning till 10, and then the Expo will officially begin at 10 o'clock when you will be allowed to go in and visit district booths. There will be over 30 districts from around the state, and you will be able to go in and visit with each one, or you can visit just a few. It's up to you how you want to handle that, but you'll have 2 hours to visit with districts and potentially schedule interviews for later in the day. There will be a 1-hour lunch from 12 to 1. District representatives will be eating on site. Most of them will. Lunch will not be provided for participants, so you will need to go and find lunch or bring something with you. There will not be a specific area for you to eat, to sit down and eat. So if you do bring something, it needs to be something you can eat while standing or sitting in a chair. Within the participation packet that we sent you, there is a list of nearby restaurants and their addresses so that you can find those restaurants quickly. If you do schedule an interview between 10 and noon with a district, that will be scheduled between 1 and 4 p.m., and you will come back from lunch, and the district representatives will be done with lunch by then, and then you can go ahead and attend any interviews that you have scheduled. And then at 4 o'clock, the Expo will officially be over. We strongly encourage you to complete Sarah's online employment application. If you have not completed the online application, just go to our website at sarah.org and look for the application. Many districts will ask for you to fill that out. If you've not already done so, it would look good on your part to already have that done so that they can access it if they need to. If you have any questions about the online application, you can contact Phyllis Archie Twyman at our office at 800-476 2387, and her office hours are Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Now, there will not be any copiers on site. I want to repeat that. There will not be a copying machine available on site. So you want to go ahead and make copies of documents to bring with you to the expo. We encourage you to bring any copies of transcripts, your teaching certificate if you are currently certified in South Carolina or another state, a letter of eligibility if one has been issued or is due to a pending certification status, your driver's license, social security card, or another proof of U.S. citizenship or authorization to work in the United States, and your resume. Now, with over 30 districts coming, if you want to market yourself to over 30 districts, then you're going to want to make around 35 copies of each one of those documents to bring with you. You can go ahead and look at a list of all the attending districts. If you're only interested in 10 of them, then just bring 10 copies of those documents with you. For more information about certification, you can contact the Office of Educator Certification at the South Carolina Department of Education. You can call them at 803-896-0352 between the hours of 1 and 4:30, or you can visit them online. Just do a search for the South Carolina Department of Education Office of Educator Certification or licensure. A couple of points to remember. You want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time and sort of not necessarily, if you want to meet with 10 districts, make sure you budget your time wisely. After learning about the opportunities in each district, make sure you schedule interviews if you can. Pre-scheduled interviews will be in progress between 1 and 4. We ask that you be considerate as you approach any folks who are in the middle of an interview. We ask you to, if you do schedule an interview, please be sure that you are on time, because if you're late, you can affect the interview time for other applicants. And you also affect the recruiter's ability to keep up with their schedules. We ask that you dress conservatively. Guys should be wearing shirt and ties and a coat. It's important that you look professional in the way you dress. Representatives from the South Carolina Department of Education will be at the expo. They will be in the back of the room to answer any questions about teacher licensure. And again, we want to remind you that only registered participants will be allowed in the Moore building. Your spouses, any friends, children, they will not be allowed to accompany you inside of the Moore building. A couple of tips for you that will help you with your interviews. Interviewers are looking for applicants who care about their students, who are good listeners, who can work with other people and share with other staff members the things that they're doing and the things they know, who know how to use resources at hand, who can live in a complex school society and survive. They look for applicants who are neat, clean, and appropriately dressed, for applicants who appear to be cooperative, who can organize thoughts and express them in a clear manner, applicants who have a pleasant voice, who have experience working with other organizations, and who have future educational plans. You want to try to always look professional and sound professional and come in with a positive attitude. Now, inside the information packet for participants, you will also find a map of the Moore building, and that map is sort of a layout of where the districts will be located. In general, they will be in alphabetical order, starting in the front left of the room and going to the right, and then by row, you can continue to follow them alphabetically. That map should assist you in finding the districts that you want to visit with during the day. That map also shows you where check-in is for pre-registered participants, and that is you. If you know someone who's going to be walking in on the day of Expo, they have not yet registered, make sure that they know to bring $10 cash for their registration fee. Also, make sure that they're certified in one of the critical subject areas, and then there will be a separate walk-in check-in line, and that is located on the Moore building map. There's also a map of the South Carolina State Fairgrounds, so you can see where the Moore building is in relation to the parking that will be available. You will want to enter through the north gate and park in any lined parking spot, and there will be overflow in the midway. The participation packet also has contact information for all of South Carolina's public school districts. This is an incredible tool put together by our office that will give you the address, phone number, and email addresses of each of the personnel offices for each public school district in South Carolina. And that is a handy tool for you to have as you search for a vacancy in South Carolina. There's also a map of all of South Carolina's public school districts for those of you who are unfamiliar with the state and where the counties and the different districts are located. This map is on page 12 of your packet and will be very helpful in understanding the geography of South Carolina and where those school districts are located in relation to different areas. For example, if you're interested in the Charleston area, it'll show you exactly where the districts that are around the Charleston area. The packet also has a list of hotels that are within 2 miles of the South Carolina State Fairgrounds in case you need to spend the night beforehand or after. So that there's a handy list of those, and including their phone numbers and their distance from the fairgrounds. And there's also the address and phone number for a nearby copy center, which is a Kinko's, and that is located at 1111 Green Street, and it's about 1.5 miles away from the fairgrounds. And again, at the end of the packet, you will see the list of most of the participating districts. There were a few districts that did not submit their anticipated vacancies, so you will need to check with those districts when you get to the expo. Any district that is not listed in that vacancy list, you will need to check with them to see what vacancies they have available. So that is it in a nutshell. We certainly hope that you have a great experience at this year's expo. We are excited to have you. We have nearly 500 people who have pre-registered for the expo, and we anticipate over 100 walk-ins. So there will be many people there. But the good thing is there will be over 30 districts, and most of them have multiple vacancies available. So we're hoping that there will be some great matchups, that some of the great people that we know are going to be attending this year's expo. We are very hopeful that this will result in employment for you. If you have any questions during the day, all Sarah staff members will have on a royal blue polo with our Sarah logo on it. You can find any one of us and ask us for help if you need anything or have any questions. We will be more than happy to assist you. We wish you the best and hope you have a great time at this year's South